Fear is an emotion which we inherited from our forefathers. It may have been useful during our distant past as a way to protect ourselves, but is no longer needed since we are ready to evolve. It is time for us to completely remove fear from our lives, as fear today only causes disease and is destructive to us. The only reason fear still exists is due to our failure to remove it from our consciousness. We contribute to the existence of fear by teaching our children to be afraid of heat, cold, wind, and rain. We also teach our children to be afraid of strangers, animals, pain, and disease. Nothing good has ever been achieved by instilling fear in children. We should watch the young ones, but there is far more damage caused by fear than the actual events we are trying to protect our children from. The teaching of fear by parents is later reinforced in schools. One of the mistakes which have been made by religious teachers is to teach us that we must fear God. God loves us, and He created us in His likeness so that we would love Him and not fear Him. A set of rules can be based on either fear or love, but not on both. One of the biggest fears today is the fear of other people, and more specifically, what others think about us. Even worse is that standards are set by those who are wealthy, and all others are attempting to imitate them. Most of us are afraid of looking poor. We are also afraid of aging, and are attempting to make ourselves look young. Another great fear is the fear of being sick. The fear of germs is only empowering them because if one is not afraid of germs and viruses, they will not be capable of affecting the body. That's because we have the power to protect our bodies from disease. Fear of being sick is actually the worst of all disease, but being healthy is our natural state. God, the source of life and health, created us in His image and in His likeness, which means that we should be happy and healthy. The Bible sees fear as an enslavement of our soul. A true belief in God is the remedy for fear. When a person is in danger, he would believe that it is his responsibility to avoid the danger which would cause fear. But the truth is that God and the universe are always there to help us with everything. Jewish science removes fear from our heart by developing complete confidence in God. JS shows us how we can teach our children to overcome fear from an early age. It is possible to teach children about God and His ways from a very early age. And by doing so, developing the God consciousness just highlights that we must love God and not fear Him. JS fights the fear of poverty by teaching us to trust God, that He will provide for us. If one is suffering from constant fear, it can be overcome by using JS techniques. Using JS practices of prayer and relaxation, you should envision God giving you courage and optimism. You must practice this daily for 15 minutes, and thoughts of fear will disappear. An affirmation which can be used: the God mind is protecting me. I have no reason to fear. Your prayer will always be answered.